On the stage of Beijing Opera, representative of classical Chinese theater, every brilliant singing performance is completed with Jinghu's play in the background. Jinghu is a traditional Chinese string instrument. It has been around for more than 200 years as a main musical accompaniment instrument of Beijing Opera. In the hand of a musical master, Jinghu can conjure up a great variety of beautiful sound. Xie Deli is the inheritor of brand name China Jinghu and owner of Deli Jinghu Workshop. As the third batch of intangible cultural heritage in Tianjin Huqin district, the craftsman of China Jinghu has a history of more than 70 years. Growing up in the sound of Huqin, Xie Deli always obsessed with predecessors' inexpressible workmanship. For the neck of Jinghu has to sustain the tension of the strings, it requires high intensity and stiffness. The ideal material for it is black bamboo. Top quality black bamboo not only has unique, beautiful grain, its solid texture is also the best choice for Jinghu making.
产地以福建为主，我们来啊，普遍都是按这个。
The main producing region of bamboo is Fujian province. Generally, the material is sold on number. For example, out 100 bamboo, there are usually less than 5 can be used. The first quality to be considered of bamboo material is density. Then hardness and thickness. The rest are color, grain, and overall appearance.
Fire is critical in the making of a fine Huqin. Bamboo in different maturity is compatible with different temperature of fire, as well as exposure time with and working distance from the fire. Every year, when new material comes in, the first step is to toast the raw bamboo to better suit the requirements of the instrument timbre, then to make the bamboo to be straight and perfect circular.
它得热起来才能动了。你要是凉着，你要冻好半生半熟那阵。
The bamboo can be bent only when it was heated. Otherwise, it will crack. While toasting, pushing bamboo directly with big fire won't do the job. As you can see here, you have to use the heat wave to roll the bamboo. That will form it to be round.
The material making is not a one-time process. Raw bamboo needs to be roasted at least 30 times to ripen with an interval of a few months between each time. It is done only in 3 seasons: spring, summer, and autumn. So the total preparation process takes no less than 5 years. To Xie Deli, burning holes on Jinghu neck and polishing pegs are the basics in the process of Jinghu making. Even that is not as easy as one might imagine.
烙这个时候结合你的胡琴调门啊，它总体的你调门的高度啊，它烙这个预留这孔的。
Several things have to be taken into consideration when doing the burning: the desired overall tone of the huqin and distance between the holes. It requires absolute carefulness. One mistake, the whole work is ruined. The 2 holes have to be lined up and right in the middle with equally divided space on the side. Perfectly even measurement will be the best. Besides, the holes have different punch angle. Certain degree is requested for the top and the bottom eye. Over or less will affect the quality of the finished product.
Although eyes and peg do nothing to the sound, but they do matter to the sensitivity of Huqin. The tuner should be able to find quarter or even eighth tone on the instrument. Coordination between the egg and peg also need to be fed using pattern of the Huqin. The sound quality of a Jinghu depends on the exquisiteness of craftsmanship from each part. A fine piece of Huqin, from material selecting to finished product, reflects a dialogue between man and nature. Only Jinghu can match with the voice of the performers on stage, so the Huqin is specially made for some Beijing opera masters. Xie Deli also needs to consider the performer's pitch, operatic tone, performance, well-known works, and characteristics of the instrumentalist.
Female's voice is higher than the man performer, so the huqin made for men needs longer neck material than for a woman.
Tang Zhengang is a famous Jinghu player in Tianjin Peking Opera and the first-class performer in the country. He has been playing for a number of Beijing opera masters. As a professional, he uses huqin only made by Xie Deli. At spare time, he often comes to Xie Deli's Jinghu Workshop with colleagues from Peking Opera to check out the new selection.
It's almost a guarantee that Mr. Xie will hand you a perfect huqin every time. He talks to us to understand our requirements, what kind of tone and voice that we want on the stage. He's being very particular about it.
Now, the China brand Jinghu has been widely accepted by Jinghu players in Tianjin and Beijing. Orders also came in from professional Beijing opera troupes in Dongbei and Shandong province. Perfect production process to show all the best part of the instrument smartly. Combination of the simplest nature material, starting with the bamboo tube, can demonstrate the most impressive and wonderful music. TJTV World.